Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another Pattaya podcast. We are live on a Friday. It's another Friday night down Le Pub. If you don't know Le Pub, it's a little beer bar on Soi Diamond, just after Soi 15, between Soi 15 and Soi 16 off Walking Street in Pattaya, Thailand. And it's lovely that you could all join us. As usual, I have a co-host, and it's Balloon Chaser.
Yeah, nice to meet you, mate. How you doing?
Well, yeah, it's first time today. Looking very youthful as usual.
I heard that we had special guests today, so I tried to dress sort of young and trendy. This is the best I can do.
And we have a guest, as we always do. And Balloon Chaser, I can't think if you've ever had an American on before. Have we had an American on the podcast?
We have got standards, but we probably have.
We get, if I can do it like 1920s America, like Gone with the Wind, an American is here. We have got not just any American, but a guy who's here for the first time in Pattaya, and he's landing himself a job. It's DJ Intensity.
How you doing, everyone? I am DJ Intensity from California, USA.
He's got the patter.
He has.
He's got the patter. He's better than me.
Well, that's not difficult, mate. But he was smooth, though, wasn't he? That was a bit smooth.
California. Tell us a little bit about California before we start talking about Pattaya.
So I used to love California until I came to Thailand. So November 1st was my first time here. I was supposed to stay for 3-4 weeks. I ended up staying for only 10 days because I found a job really quick. So I had to go back home and work on my visa. When I landed back at the airport, I hated California. Like, I missed Thailand.
But the Beach Boys, Hollywood.
Okay, the only thing I like about California here, like your humidity out here is horrendous. Like, we don't get that humidity in California.
Our humidity in November.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It was
wait and see. Wait and see.
I lost 9 pounds in 10 days walking out here.
And can I just say, DJ Intensity, it's not our humidity, it's theirs, right? Because I'm from England and it's absolutely freezing at the moment. Oh. And secondly, if you know people from the UK, we like to talk about the weather a lot, right? And I'm one of these expats that go to a tropical country for like 15 years and still moan about the weather every day. That's me, that is.
That's me too. Like I said, my first 10 days here, I was doing stories for my IG, showing everyone what I'm doing. And every day, within 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm already sweating. So yeah, my friends got tired of hearing about the heat, but they loved what I was showing them. Like, I walked around as much as I could, showing them Soi 6, wow. Beach Road. And yeah, like, everyone loved it. I have friends coming next year to come visit me every month. So
sounds fantastic.
So this is the Thai winter, yeah. We're just going into the winter season.
This is winter right here.
Yeah, we're just starting winter season.
No,
I would say we're just on the cusp.
We're on the cusp,
yes.
which is my seat actually. I thought I was sat on the crack, but I realised I'm actually sat on the cusp.
These two are funny.
If we was in the UK at the moment, little squirrels would be around, hiding their nuts at the moment, ready for the winter.
Yeah, well, mine have slid down the cusp actually, but anyway, there's Thai people going out now buying like scarves and hats ready for the real winter to start up.
I saw a few girls wearing sweaters. Yeah. Sweaters. I'm like, come on.
You won't believe this, but when it drops to what, about 18, something like that, 19 in the evening, which it does for about 2 or 3 weeks, right? The motorcycle taxi guys start building fires to keep warm. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
they build fires to keep warm.
So what is that Fahrenheit?
Oh, because of course it's from America.
Yeah, we haven't had an American.
I don't know this in kilometers. I don't know any of this out here.
It's got to be like 100. 100.
I don't know, but has anyone got a converter? I'm not sure, but it's very warm, basically.
I went to a hotel last week, and for some reason, the air conditioning was in Fahrenheit, and it was like telling me it was like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, okay. And I'm like, is that hot or cold? But it was hot, so.
Yeah, 72 for us, like 72 is comfortable. 80, like for me, 80 is hot, like out in California.
Okay. We'll talk a little bit more in a very short time, DJ Intensity. We've introduced you. But first of all, let's do a little bit of housekeeping about the channel. Can I just say, for those people that don't know, I'm going to look in the camera there. By the way, if you're listening on iTunes or on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. We are on YouTube if you want to see what my ugly mug looks like and what Pete looks like, what Balloon Chaser looks like, and DJ Intensity. So tune into the YouTube channel. It's Le Pub Pattaya, and this podcast will be on there. I have sold my bar next door, which was Milk. Well, it still is Milk, but it has a different owner. So we're wishing Richard and his team all the best over there. And I hope you're going to visit Milk, continue to visit Milk. But obviously, I'll be just concentrating now on Le Pub. We're getting into high season, which is really exciting. And we've got a few videos out in the channel. If you want to see our YouTube community, Balloon Chaser is not only my co-host on this podcast, but he's also my producer. So what have we been doing the last sort of couple of months since we've been away?
We've had a couple of big videos, actually, haven't we? If only I could remember what... They're so big, I can barely remember what they were about.
Big videos. And they actually had women in them. So there was one... what was it called now?
Why they don't like us.
Yes, why... 5 reasons why Thai girls don't like us.
I didn't see that. I want to see that one.
Oh man, it's so. Would you be able to make a contribution? Do you think there's something about Thai girls, DJ Intensity? This is over to you. Something about Thai girls that is unique to Thailand and not in America, because you've obviously been involved in the dating scene in America. Would you say, what would you, for somebody who hasn't been here? Oh my God. Don't
right.
overthink it too much, but.
So what I got the most, like every girl that I've met and like I was been with here, they don't like when foreigners or forangs sleep around with many girls.
What?
In California, the girls don't care. They don't care. Like as long as it's not a serious relationship and they know what's happening, they're okay with it. But out here, oh my God, I had so many girls.
That's because they're waiting while you're back in California, right, moaning about everything in America, right? They're sitting there every night, pining for you like a little puppy, and they're not going out to iBar every night and finding another guy. That's a complete myth. Am I not right, Balloon Chaser?
Yeah, I think that's true. iBar, that's a great place, actually, isn't it?
It is. I've heard there's a good DJ there.
Me too. I heard that.
Hint.
More on that later.
Okay, so that video is 5 things girls don't like about us. And I think that's in the stats, that's 60,000 or 70,000, which is quite a big
done
one.
very well, because people can't believe there's only 5 things that they don't like about us.
I know, he was going, when is the part 2, Mr. Egg?
Yeah, part 3, 4 and 5 as well.
So we've done that. We've just recently, I've passed my driving test. I mean, I have been able to drive, but my license ran out. Long story short, my English license ran out, my Thai license ran out, so I've got to get a new, completely start again. And I thought it was interesting to see what the Thai people had to do to get onto the road, to actually drive a car. Because, what any comments on the roads, road safety at all, DJ Intensity, anything compared to California?
So you've mentioned this before on one of your YouTubes, but I experienced this, that your motorcycle taxi drivers here like have no care for their life. Like they are dangerous. Like they drive fast. They weave out through like in between traffic. And I'm like, I don't have a helmet on or nothing. I'm like, what in the hell? Like they scare the hell out of me.
But it's just like Thailand itself is just like the land that health and safety forgot. You know, it's just like...
But the whole thing about driving on the opposite side of the road, that's a bit scary as well, isn't it, for you?
Not really. Like I said, as long as like they know and everything, it's... I got used to that. The roads here are very like unsafe compared to the States. Yeah, a lot of big potholes out here that I took, like, it's...
I lived in the States for just 1 year, and I never got used to the traffic being on what I considered to be the wrong side of the road. I mean, I'm a slow learner, that is true, but I never got used to it at all.
Yeah,
Did you say there was a lot of big potheads over it? Oh, potholes, sorry.
No, you guys have a lot of potholes. I can't believe how many marijuana places you guys have out here.
That's us demonetized.
We might have to cut that bit out. Yeah. We call them...
What do you call them?
Wink, wink. green shops.
Green shops.
Yes.
Okay, so green shops. Okay.
It's okay, don't worry.
The green shoots of recovery, that's what that is.
Okay, we'll get on to your new flourishing career very, very soon. But let me just wrap up by saying, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. We've done a lot of sort of top 5 videos as well, like 5 reasons why you think you're turning Thai was another one.
I loved your 5 signs on your girlfriend cheating.
Oh, yeah, we did that
love
one
that
as well.
one.
He's good. He can come back.
I know, he's
He can
actually
come
watched
back.
the videos
Yes.
as well. Really, I should watch them one day. But
Five reasons. Because, see, that video started out as 5 ways to cheat on your girlfriend, right? And then
we realised that between you and me, we had no idea about how to cheat on
Well,
a girlfriend
clearly.
because we're obviously not that type of person.
Absolutely. But also, putting that to one side, we also realised that I'm here in the bar, and the main reason for my YouTube channel and indeed this podcast is to get people coming into the bar, Le Pub on Soy Diamond, just off Walking Street. And I realised that guys came in as couples, like with their wives, with their girlfriends, long term, had been together for years and years. Because you hear all about these girls, they're just in it, they're scammers, they just want money. There's guys that have been with girls for like 20 years. You never hear about them because, you only hear about the negatives. But anyway, I digress slightly. And I thought, I talked to the couples, and they say, oh, Mr. Egg, yeah, we watch your videos together. And I thought, can you imagine his missus like tuning in? Oh, what's Mr. Egg's video this week? How to cheat on your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, maybe not a good idea.
On 5 signs that they go, check,
Yeah.
check. Oh my God, I've just realised.
So,
And as you said, they don't like it, do they? I mean,
No.
who does? But I mean, out here, they really don't like it. I mean, it's dangerous.
They do not, yes.
So I've got this thing, DJ Intensity, that I don't think a relationship is real. I think it's just like pretend until you've been either, physically attacked, basically. So have you been physically attacked yet by a Thai woman?
Attack?
Yeah.
Down Soy 6 I have.
Are you sure it was a woman?
They were just being friendly, I think.
And I was like, because I know some of the girls in Soy 6, they don't like being recorded. So when I was walking down, I was mainly showing the bar names for everyone to see.
Yeah.
And as I was showing the bar names, the girls see that I'm not recording them. So they come in, they slap my ass or pinch my nipple. And I'm like,
that's
holy
just
shit, someone just slapped my ass.
What, for free?
People
Wow.
pay good money for that.
I
There's
do.
a place called the Cave, isn't
Yeah.
there?
Or the castle.
The castle, that's it.
Yeah.
So like I said, for people that have never been to Thailand, you guys see all the YouTube stories out there, and you might not believe them, but trust me, when you come here, everything you've heard is going to happen to you.
100% and more, yeah. But I always say, like, unless you've been, like, maybe, attacked with a knife or
Oh no, like,
hit
I've
over the
actually-
head with a wok.
Like I said,
it's-
I'm by myself, so yeah, I'm walking down some streets. I think I shouldn't be walking down, but like people here are so nice. Like, yeah, I love it out here.
Okay, so we'll now turn to you, DJ Intensity, and say, what happened with your DJ career before you came here in California? Tell us a little bit.
All right, so in California, I've been DJing for 33 years. Like I'm built up a great reputation. I'm pretty well known statewide. I'm also a video DJing. I've done the biggest clubs in LA and Hollywood. I've done clubs in Vegas. I've met an amazing DJ called DJ Mystery. He got me into the Playboy Mansion a few times.
Wow.
And yeah, like I've had a great career. I've also done some other clubs that we'll talk about. But
So you was around about 1990 you started, yeah?
yes, like 90, 99.
So that was just when video, it was becoming digital, and we were getting from vinyl progressing onto CDs. And
Well, no, I did vinyl for let's say 7-8 years, and then that's when the CDs came out. So I went to discs, and that was still hard. Like okay, so back in the day, like back then, DJing was a true art. Like now with all this digital stuff, anyone could be a DJ, but when you used to do DJ too, so like when you played on vinyl and CDs, you had to know the music. You had to have a good ear.
Yeah.
You had to know how to transition and mix.
yeah.
Now it's like it's a joke right now. Like it's kind of it sucks to say that because like I said, my friends are going to hear this or see this, and I'm sorry to say it, but I wish the digital stuff never came out, and it's just stayed an art because DJs back then were truly admired. Like if you sucked, they would boo you. Yeah, like it's just changed.
Do any DJs use vinyl now?
I think they do, but they're kind of seen as like a quaint sort of vintage sort of blast from the past.
Yeah, I was saying to you about that vinyl shop that's opened up at Terminal 21.
Yeah, so if you go Terminal 21, it's on the second floor, isn't it? Where we've got all the little sort of smaller shops. Yeah, and it's got vinyl there, but it's not like DJ vinyl. It's more, you know, the American songbook stuff and you know, classic albums like Nirvana.
I'm gonna
and stuff
check
like
it out. Yeah.
Elton John's Captain Fantastic.
Oh, I love a bit of
love a bit of
Reggie.
Elton John.
I love Reggie.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
So I actually hear a lot from DJs, and it's a big topic. It's the number one topic, isn't it, in the DJ community, about it's not real anymore, that the DJs used to be real DJs.
Yes.
And actually,
yes.
there's a DJ friend of mine, and I'll give him a shout out just in case he listens or watches. Richard Thomas, slaving away. He's been going longer than the hills over there on the south coast. So he's in Southampton. He DJs in London and other places. And he put a post out, sort of saying like, back in the day, we were the kings, and we actually had vinyl, and we could, you know, we were more technically perfect than they are now. And I sort of says, I never really, I've seen both. I've done a lot more on vinyl than I ever did on digital, and certainly I never, by the time that we'd gone totally digital from CDs and gone into MP3s and music files, and then controllers, and I don't know what's it called, Tractor DJ and all that. I have to say, I think there's more scope for DJs now to be creative than there was ever before.
Very true. Yeah, like I said with Serato now for the DJs,
Serato,
you could do your stems, exactly,
Yeah.
and that's a game changer. Because
How's your stems?
My stems are all right. I like to download different stems. On Epidemic Sound. You can do that, yeah.
See, he knows.
I'm trying to act
So
stupid,
the only
but
thing I'm
I
going
am.
to say I don't miss. I'm sorry about that.
Go ahead.
The only thing I'm like I said, and you would know this, is when you're digging through vinyl, like your crates, so like you store all your vinyl in milk crates. That's how we did it in the States. You get the milk crates and put all it there. Now, my fingers don't bleed anymore from like trying to get the vinyls fast and everything. Yeah. Also, I'm older now. Like I've been doing this for long. I don't have to carry like 10 crates full of that. I don't have to carry my
but you have
turntables and everything.
I had a box boy.
Oh, you were high class then.
Because you always wanted somebody always wanted to come with you and get in the venue for free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I did that.
Yeah.
I used to carry boxes of vinyl.
Yeah,
You could have been my box boy.
And you could tell how good a DJ was by how many boxes he bought in, because he only bought like 3.
Actually, I don't agree with that.
Really?
I think there's a DJ that, because I had literally a room full of vinyl. Right, it was just I had it shelved up, and it was literally just
That's beautiful,
massive room, and no, I think a DJ he knows his crowd, he knows the venue, he knows how to get people on the dance floor. He doesn't need to take all those boxes.
This is a stupid question. Do people still do requests?
Every night.
Yeah?
Every night.
Because that's what used to happen to me. Every time I made a request for like YMCA or something like that, DJ always said, I haven't bought that tonight.
Back in the States, the biggest request that every DJ got every night was Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny.
I've not heard of Bad Bunny.
No way, yeah?
Never heard of Bad Bunny. But that's the thing, because music is all local. Like, so
you actually play some bad, like what I love about La Pub also.
Oh, is that Mexican guy?
Mexican guy, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So my first time ever in La Pub, I came in, I surprised Phil. He was sitting in the back over there, and what I noticed right away was his music videos. Yeah. I love that. Like, the music videos out here is a game changer. Like, it's just enjoyable to watch.
I don't know why they don't do that everywhere.
In the States, when Video DJ came out, it was very big. But what happened is, if you had a good DJ that played like different edits, like that you can't see anymore, people were more focused on watching the videos instead of dancing or drinking and everything.
Okay.
So,
but I mean, like in a regular bar or a regular pub, I don't know if you have.
It's perfect. I think it's great because it keeps people in here because they can't see this on. Remember the box? I don't know. MTV. You know.
Oh,
what
yeah,
MTV?
yeah,
of course.
So
Yeah,
MTV, you could watch music videos all day. There was a thing called the box. You paid so much money to watch your favorite video. They don't have that no
okay,
more.
so that's like it was like a video jukebox.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I
Yes.
get it. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
See,
yes.
I don't get why. Like, I always thought it was a copyright thing, because I know you've got very, very strong copyright.
Well, I'm sure the-
performing copyright in the UK.
You're
in the
paying
USA.
for it, so I'm sure that some of that is
Yeah.
going somewhere.
Okay, so yeah, and I never, I didn't. Getting back to this post that my friend Richard said, he was going like we were kings, and I went, no, I honestly think that the DJs now have got more scope to be creative, but they've also got more scope to be lazy, and I think I did mention in one of my walkarounds or in something that I did, and I think you told me about it the first time we met, and you said I went to a club in Pattaya I hadn't been to a nightclub for years, and I went into this club and I watched the DJ, and I tell this story a lot. Like, in the old days, when I used to design a nightclub, there'd be like, yeah, we'll have a dance floor here, we'll have a big like light show, and we'll have a bar here, and we'll have maybe a cloakroom here, big video screens. Oh, where are we going to put the DJ? Oh, we'll just put the DJ over here. Walk into this club, the DJ is there. He's on the stage. He's got two girls dancing. It's just like he is the main focus of everything. And that was a complete change from like the 80s. But I was watching this guy, and I didn't have to be close up because he got like 3 cameras on him. You know, this guy. And hand on my heart, I can honestly say the guy wasn't doing anything. He was just
Yes.
he was just dancing around.
Yes. And I remember watching your video. I remember you made a video one day, and like, I don't know, you mentioned like why you don't have a DJ here.
Yeah.
And like, well, I don't want one because a lot of the DJs out here they play premixes.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I went to 3 clubs on Walking Street, big clubs. I'm like
Thank
in
you.
VIP, like I'm watching the DJ because that's
Yeah.
my biggest thing. I'm watching the DJ, and within 5 songs, he didn't touch
He
his,
did nothing.
He didn't touch nothing. He's just like just for show.
But he's got a nice hairdo.
Yeah.
He's got a nice hairdo.
I've
He's-
got to
he's-
admit, as an audience member, I want to see the DJ really working and making it look as difficult
Yes.
as possible. I mean, you were saying before we came on that next month in Bangkok there's a big event.
Huge EDM festival. It's
David
called
Guetta.
808. It's called 808 Festival. So like if
Wow.
you're out here right now, you're seeing this before then, December 8th, 3-day festival in Bangkok called 808. DJ David Guetta's coming out.
Wow.
Marshmallow's coming out. They have a great
Amazing.
lineup.
Guetta.
Great lineup.
I love David Guetta, I must admit, but the one thing I don't like about him is the fact that he
his
spends
wife.
all his time jumping up and down, waving his arms about.
Yeah.
He should be doing
Can I
something.
tell? Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why that is? Right, because David. I just mentioned his wife. If his wife's listening, I heard she's very litigious. Actually, it's his ex-wife now. She's very nice. Anyway, she was his agent and manager. And she said, if David remixes your track, because he became very hot for doing remixes,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
He has to appear in the video, and he has to appear in the video for 25% of every single shot, right? So if it's Rihanna, Madonna, Lady Gaga, whatever, remixed by David Guetta, right? David Guetta has to be in that 25% of the time. But the problem is, David Guetta's very, very good in the studio. We've got to say,
Very
and he's a
good.
very
Great
good live
producer.
DJ, I'm sure.
Great producer.
But on video, what does he do? Twiddle a few knobs. So that's why he's going around like
The best DJs I ever saw in Pattaya, Phil, were the ones at Secrets Bar. Now they were working hard, were they not? Working hard with the cans on,
Oh no!
mixing on the deck.
Let me tell you, DJ Intensity. There was a bar that I used to manage, and a lot of people are very sort of romantic about. What's the word? Called Secrets, and it's been closed for a long time now. And it was kind of a little bit like a Coyote bar, but there was like like Cheers. There was a big sort of square bar in the middle, and then everyone sat there, and then there was girls on podiums all around, and there was a girl in the DJ con. It didn't actually start out like that. They started out with a proper live DJ, right? But sooner or later, they got rid of the DJ and just got a computer in. And so what they did was they put one of the pretty girls in the DJ booth with a pair of cans on, pretending to be a DJ.
No way.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my God. So like I said,
But I actually met the woman who gave birth to 2 of my children. sitting in that DJ, being a real DJ actually. Yeah, and she was on the
Nice.
stage.
It took me a while because like we had a music show, Top of the Pops in the UK, and one day I noticed that actually none of the guitars were plugged into the amps.
Yeah.
That's the first time that I realised that it wasn't live music. I was a bit daft in those
It was
days.
kind of like a Soul Train,
Yes.
that show, yeah.
And that was the same thing that I saw in Secrets, that once I
Yeah.
realised that the cans weren't
Yeah.
actually plugged into anywhere, I thought, oh,
And,
maybe they're not the DJ.
And musicians take their art really seriously.
Yes.
And that's why you didn't get, like, for example, the Beatles only appeared once on... No, they never appeared, on Top of the Pops, because they couldn't play live. Actually, there was a time when everything was live, because the Musicians Union sort of stepped in the UK. There's a very, very strong Musicians Union that says, come on, we got to play live. So everyone did play live, but then everyone says, oh, it's rubbish live, isn't it? You're rubbish. Because a lot, sort of auto-tune had come in by that time, auto-tone or whatever they call it. And so... the program folded, and strangely enough, you don't get a lot of repeats of it on the TV. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Now then. So anyway, you've talked about your DJ career. You mentioned the Playboy Mansion. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh! Like I said, once again, I always have to say his name because without him, this never would have happened for me.
Big Hugh.
DJ Mystery. Thank you very much, brother. But yeah, like going to the Playboy Mansion, all the events that we did were for Karma Foundation, so they did like an extravagant thing, just beautiful. Hugh Hefner was always to our right. His cabana was there, so you watch him walking down with 15 to 20 beautiful ladies.
Was he awake?
Yeah, he was awake. This is a 2003, 2009, so like his health was very good. He'd come down for 15, 30 minutes just to make an appearance, party over there, and then he goes back to his room and watches movies all night. Mm-hmm. And everyone else is party. I've met tons of beautiful playmates, DJ'd with amazing, like I said, I was the opening DJ, so Evan would let me just open up, and then it was him, and then the guest DJ who could have been like Avicii, Porter Robinson, like these world famous DJs they would book for all their events.
And that was like a charity gig, yeah?
No,
okay.
they get paid.
Okay.
Playboy Mansion,
Okay.
Karma Foundation paid them great.
Yeah, because you mentioned the word foundation, so I assume that it was...
no, I wish. No,
Yeah.
they got paid.
Yeah.
Then also like artists like Flow Rider came. Yeah, it was the best time of my life. Best time of my life.
So I've got a question, and I want you to think really hard before you answer.
Okay.
Playboy Mansion, Le Pub Pattaya, which one's the best? Embarrassing silence.
Oh my
Take
God.
time. In your own time, mate.
What you say is they both got their positives.
They do. They do. So I've been to a lot of places out here. I've been to a lot of bars. What I love about the pub, all the girls here are so friendly. Like they welcome you, they sit with you. The other girls that I come over here, they just want their drink tickets or whatever. But I love coming here. I love playing pool with the girls. Mm-hmm. I come here as much as I can. Like I came last night. I DJed till 11 o'clock. Around 12 o'clock, I left to where I'm DJing at now. I came over here to surprise Phil, but he was gone. So, yeah.
That was a surprise.
Was not. No, last night was a real party night because a lot of really, really generous regular customers who are members, by the way, so hello. And also, just a lot of people coming for the first night. And it was quite clear that the drink was flowing.
Very nice.
And then I see service levels drop because I'm never drunk, right? So I'm the sober one at a party where everyone's absolutely legless, right? And that is so annoying, right? For me, because I see service levels drop and like, hey, who cares? It's a party, you know. But then like, I think the staff are a little bit funny around me. Like they go, oh, which boss would go home, like, you know, so we can have a good time. So I just go home and actually I come in the morning, count the money, everything's cool, and I think that's the best way to sometimes run places.
It's crazy how much your girls can drink. My first night here, I went insane. I rang the bell like 3 times. I bought every girl drinks and food, everything.
And do you know what? You seemed more handsome that night. I don't know why that was.
Oh my God, I didn't realize like how much, but it was a fun night. It was my first night in Thailand, and like I said, my my first night meeting Phil. I met a beautiful lady here. It was a great night.
So we make videos every week, and Phil says, if you want to see me, come down from 4 p.m. I'm in the pub every night from 4 p.m. The more interesting time would be like, what time does he go home? Because
4:30.
there's a queue of guys outside the bar waiting for Phil to go home, because that's when the party starts.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like, I'm not going to say.
Does this rumour going around that I'm a bit miserable? I don't know if you.
I did see that Facebook post, because it was the International Firework Display last night in Pattaya, and Phil put out a post on Facebook saying, I'm miserable. No, there's a rumour going around because I'm miserable because of the fireworks, but I was always there for the comments, which were like, no, mate, you're just
miserable.
You're just
Anyway,
always miserable.
Yeah, but-
And then I think my favourite one was, what about the other 363 days of the year? What's your excuse for being miserable then?
But it's kind of, it's, you know, like putting aside his issues, Bill Cosby, he was very miserable, but he was a very funny guy. He was a very admirable guy, you know. It's just like, you know, Victor Meldrew.
Or Hancock.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was
Everybody
miserable,
loves
I
that.
say.
Yeah, but these people who go around going, hey, everyone, let's have a party, they're so false.
Yeah.
You know, they're not real. If
So
I'm
whenever
like,
we see that it's not miserable, what you're saying is that's an act.
oh, no, not necessarily, but I think people can be over happy.
Oh.
You know, like the Disneyfication of like, you're having a good time because we're telling you you're having a good time. That's Disney everywhere.
Whereas in here, they're having a good time because the boss has gone home.
Because the boss has gone home, yes.
Yeah.
I'm being bullied here, folks. I'm being bullied.
You do have a lot of fans, though. Like I said, every time I'm here, new people come in just to see him. Like, he's very well liked. Very well liked.
You can come back. You can come back.
It's terrible when you go out with him. You have to stop all the pretty girls coming up for autographs and all that
he's
sort of
very
thing.
well known. He's very popular. He's more popular than me.
Yeah, he's more famous than lots of people.
So listen, you've talked about your DJ career in California. Then you've come over here and you had like a bit of a chance encounter.
Yes, like I said, November 1st was my first time here. It was a Thursday. So Saturday, I went to Miss nightclub just to go party out there. I knew one of the DJs. I knew he wasn't going to be there, but I just wanted to go see where he DJs at. So I get bottle service with two girls that I'm with. And the MC, he sees my shirt because I always wear Ibiza Stardust Radio. That's who I DJ for in Ibiza. So he says, oh, you're a DJ. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, what kind of music do you play? I'm like, I'm a true open format DJ. I can play everything. And he's like, okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Can you play YMCA? Did you?
I love it. Dabbed, ABBA, Dancing Queen, all that. I love playing all that. So he comes back and he introduces me to one of the main DJs. And so I'm talking to him for a bit. He's like, hey, if we give you an audition Monday, can you come? I'm like, sure. So he leaves. He goes, talks to the higher head. They come back. They go, okay, you have an audition Monday. It's going to be an hour long. So meet us at the club that I DJ at now, which is called iBar. That's going to be my new residency for a year. So I was thinking I'm going to do an hour set. So I'm preparing what I'm going to do just to like build up the intensity. And after my sixth song, which is like 10 minutes, they shut me off and they're like, yeah, we want you. You're hired.
Wow.
So I left Thailand right away. I flew back home, worked on my visa. I got my visa within 3 days. Changed my flight, and now I'm here.
Unbelievable story.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
Yeah.
And how do you find the whole scene over here, as from your point of view,
So-
from a DJ behind
Okay.
the decks? What's compare and contrast with California?
So before coming out here, my biggest accomplishments were DJing for the Playboy Mansion, DJing in Vegas for Mandalay Bay. I was Eye Candy's DJ for a bit. I've done Foundation Room. If you've been to Vegas, you know Foundation Room is the biggest, the bar on the top floor that overlooks Vegas. Beautiful, great places I've DJed at. I've also done lifestyle clubs in the U.S. It's called Lifestyle. I don't know what they say in the other countries, but in the States, Lifestyle is you get thousands of people that come and party, have a good time, and then they do other things. As Phil would know, before all this digital stuff came out, I got paid very well to DJ for like 2 to 4 hours. I would get between $600 and $900 for that. If I had to do the whole shift by myself, which is 4 to 6 hours, I got between
even at the
15
lifestyle clubs.
Yes,
I mean, I think
yeah.
the pay should be nothing, but the benefits would make up for it.
So I got paid great. Like I was a happy DJ, and then all this new stuff came out, and then I was a being DJ for a year. Because
He did say DJ, didn't he? Yeah. I thought I said another couple.
No, I got plenty of those too. Plenty of those.
Wow.
So yes, I always.
So what you're saying is,
I make a joke.
Since the technology has come in, and you're, I mean, basically, you can just press a button now, and
so
a computer can do a DJ's job,
Exactly.
kind of.
Now
that the salary's
DJs
gone
don't
down.
get paid nothing. Like even though I'm pretty well known, I still have to like fight just to get $250, $300 for the night.
Mm-hmm.
When I told myself I would never ever play for that. There's 80% of the DJs in California, they play for free.
Wow.
They just want to have a place to play at and do that. And I get that. I get that. Do that for a bit just to get heard and build up a name for yourself. But now DJs are like shortcutting other DJs, like, oh, I'll do it for free. Just give me a bottle and get my friends in. So
the usual DJ progression in my day, back in the day, when it was all gramophones, was you started off like maybe doing school discos and stuff, like, you know, high school discos or whatever. This is in the UK. I don't know if it's the same in America. And then you'd progress to doing pubs, bars, and then you would do weddings.
Oh my God, weddings are the best. Weddings will never. That's where the money is.
That is where the money is.
That's where the money is. If whoever's watching, if you ever wanted to be a DJ, focus on wedding. Build up your brand. Be professional.
I'm available. I'm available if anyone wants me.
Buy the right equipment. Like, look presentable. You could make so much money in in a month just doing one wedding.
There's a YouTube channel that I follow, and for the like of me, I can't remember the guy's name. But he's a wedding DJ, and he's just got this YouTube channel where he just talks about the different weddings he's done that week and the equipment he's using. And
it's hard work.
Guy.
Like, it's hard. Like I said, you have to pack up all your stuff. So like I said, it's still a long day for you. You have to pack up. You got to drive to the venue. Depending on how many areas they want you to set up at, it's hard work, but the pay is
the pay is good. But he was telling me this. I haven't done a wedding for like a long time. And by the way, if there's anyone out there that wants to hire me as a wedding DJ, don't, because every single wedding I've ever done, they've been divorced in about 2 years. But this guy was saying that sometimes he will get bookings and say, hey, yeah, we're going to have a cocktail party. We're having a little party at this hotel. Okay, when is it? Oh, it's in like 6 months' time. And he's going, 6 months, yeah, you're having a cocktail party. Right.
Yes.
And then when he gets there, right, so he gives like a rate for just a regular party. And when he gets there, it's a wedding.
It's a wedding.
And so he says, yeah, that's, so he can either do one or two things. He can say, okay, it's a wedding, but like, I mean, you're only getting the cocktail party, so I'm not going to do any speeches, I'm not going to do toasts, and I'm not going to do anything like the dance, because that's a wedding package.
Right.
And there was like, he says, what's he going to do? Is he going to be that a-hole and sort of say, no, you've got to pay me more, or is he just going to do it and just get annoyed? And it was fascinating.
You just put out a great ideal for everyone else now to
No, but this guy who, by the way, has got a massive channel, a lot more than me.
Yeah.
But he was saying that this,
I think I've seen. I
can't think of the guy's name now. But
now that you mentioned it, I've seen something.
Spinetti, DJ Spinetti. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think we need a venue that starts with a wedding and then morphs into one of those wife swapping parties and just cut out the next 2 years.
Do you guys have any of those clubs out here? I heard that there is one club out here that is a lifestyle club.
I've heard. I mean, I know a lot of what I would describe as swingers out here. That you know, they're like lady and gentleman come here as a couple and they're into swinging.
Okay, so there are spots out here.
And there's people that have said that there are, but the thing is, it's a little bit like that thing is kind of frowned upon on this country. It's like legally. So I'm not sure.
I think a lot of it, if it happens amongst foreigners together to an extent. One of my friends came out here for a vacation from the UK, and he quite liked looking at Russian ladies, people like that, European ladies, perhaps more than the Thais, whatever. And he's on the beach and he's staring at this beautiful girl about like a third of his age, but from Europe, in the sea. And then 5 minutes later, the husband comes up and says, "Hey, pal, were you looking at my wife?"
Looking at my missus.
Yeah. And he went, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise she was married. He went, "Come to our room later."
Jeez.
And he got invited back to the room, and the husband was a spectator. And this went on for 2 or 3 nights, and then they checked out. And he then saw them in a bar later in the vacation, chatting to another guy. So that was obviously what they were at.
So it's obviously it's a big scene, but you
So
know.
I started my own party. So like after DJing 3-4 years at Club FA, I've met the right couples that were fun, that I liked. I met one of my ex-girlfriends at this club. So me and her, we started our own parties called, we call it the Shag Party. So we call it the Shag Party. I did that for 2 years.
They had those thick carpets there. Was that what it was?
No, so like I would like get a beautiful, I would rent a place for the day, like a villa with a pool and everything. And my partner would hire like beautiful Asian porn stars. I'm not going to mention their names, but yeah, so they would come and they would have fun with my members. And I did that for 2.5 years.
With my members.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can imagine
COVID,
that.
because if it wasn't for
Wow.
COVID, I would still be doing those parties, and I probably would never have made it over here. So COVID actually helped me out to expand and have me do stuff that I would never have done. And because of that,
Fascinating.
I'm here for a year now.
I got to say, like this. So this scene, you sort of start meeting a girl, and then you become in a relationship, in a long-term loving relationship, and then you move on to swinging, right? I've never got into the long-term loving relationship bit, so I've never even got to swinging, unfortunately. And I don't know whether it would be my cup of tea, really. I'm a bit prudish.
You have a lot of listeners. I'm sure
Oh,
one
absolutely.
or two of your listeners have been to a swinger party.
Yeah.
Please, like, write down so they could read your remarks and everything. And if you've ever been to the States, if you've ever been to Hedonism or California and did a lifestyle club, then you have seen me DJ before then.
I was invited round to a married couple's house back in the UK at one time. I've never told anyone about this.
Did they need a bit of the windows cleaning or something?
They said, "Would you like to come round for a meal?" And that's what I was going round for. And then the wife became a little faint or sick and had to go up and lie on the bed. And then later said she needed assistance. Could the guys come up? And when we went up to the bedroom, she was there.
Oh, my God.
Dressed to the nines. And one thing led to another. But the only bit that really made me laugh about it was the next day we all went out to the pub. And there was a line at the pub waiting to be served. And the barmaid came up and said, "Are you three together?" And the husband said, "Yeah, you could say that."
One more story. So during the lifestyle, I met this beautiful Russian girl.
In California?
In California, yeah.
Right.
So I was DJing at a club, and for a few weeks, me and her, we kept like eye fucking each other. But she was with. I'm sorry.
He said eyes, didn't he? Yeah.
But she was with somebody, so
Eye
I was trying to be respectful, so I never approached her. And then one day, I had to go use the restroom, and she was there, and we finally got to talk. She's like, "Oh, I love the way you DJ and everything." And I'm like, "Wow, you are truly beautiful." I'm like, "You have a lucky husband." And she is like, "You should talk to him." I'm like, "Why?" Like, tell him what you want. And I'm like, okay. So sure enough, I did. That night.
Did you say like a sandwich, loads of turkey, ham,
Oh my God.
cucumber?
Pastrami on rice.
Yeah.
So that night, she comes home with me, and she stayed with me for 6 days in a row, while her husband did whatever he did. Sure enough, they broke up. Me and her got together. We were together for almost 2 years. I took her to Vegas. So we're going to the we went to the Cosmopolitan. I can't even say that word.
Cosmopolitan.
Thank you, sir. Because I wanted to go to the Marquee nightclub. I love that nightclub over there. And we have a great time. On our way back to the hotel room, nine guys come in the elevator, and I'm very stupid. Like I love cracking jokes, so I whisper
I don't know
to
where
her.
this story's going.
I whispered to her, I'm like, "This would be a good little party." I'm not going to say the word that I want to say, but so she starts laughing, And the guys get off the elevator because they're all looking at her. Like, they all were looking at her. She's a beautiful girl. I know what they wanted. So I told one of the guys, I'm like, hey, this is the room we're staying at. If you guys want to come over, come on over. Now take it. This is 9 guys in an elevator. An hour and a half later, I hear a knock on my door. 21 guys show up.
Oh,
this is a rugby team from Australia.
This is the wildest podcast we've ever had.
I mean, these guys were fit, good looking. I'm like, holy hell. They all come, and sure enough.
The thing I love about doing these podcasts is they're so easy to edit. You just stick them on, record them, and just stick them on. I'm going to be like 3 days editing this one.
9 guys go up in an elevator.
9 guys and 21 show up to my room.
Wow.
And yeah, and needless to say, the next day we had to take a rest, give her some time to recover. And yeah, like she was an amazing lady. Like I fucked that one up. I cheated on her with someone else. So yeah,
You cheated with someone else, but she'd only had the 21
you're
guys the night
moaning,
before.
and you're moaning that the Thai girls saying that.
Yes, I see what they're saying. Yeah. I see what they're saying. So
I know you've only been here since the beginning of this month, but I think you're going to fit right in. Really, this is a good place for you.
What I love, where I'm DJing at now, like I said, I'm the new DJ, resident DJ for iBar. If you come in town to see Phil, please make your way over there. Say hi to me. Let's have a drink together and meet. My first 2 nights over there, I've had so many girls come up to me and it's crazy. Like I said, I did pretty well in the States. I was very liked out there, but out here, the girls, they just love the DJs out here. They just love the DJs.
Same with you, Phil, isn't it?
No. Because I'm a miserable. Because I'm miserable. No. And yeah, I mean, you do get girls that come into the bar and you own bar, you own 2 bars. But I'm always extremely wary of these women because it's like, yeah, you're not attracted to me, you're attracted to the status, and I don't like, because you can have status one day and the next day you've got nothing. So status is a big thing over here, and I think that I'm always very, very wary of girls that just like you for what you are or what money you've got or whatever.
No, it doesn't worry me at all, mate.
That's why I'm alone.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I met a beautiful girl, and yeah, after we had a good time, she brought that up. She's like, Thai women don't like guys that sleep around. She's like,
yeah, but just because one girl says that doesn't mean that's necessarily true.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone knows what Pattaya is.
Exactly.
It's a party town.
Exactly.
It's Vegas on steroids, whatever you want to call it. And I think that we play a game, they play a game as well, if you like. And again, not everyone. There are some girls that come to this town to meet a future husband that are very shy, like very traditional Thai. But there are obviously others that just want to party, do shots, listen to music.
Yeah.
And DJ.
One of my friends flew in 2 days ago from South Carolina. He spent one night in Bangkok. He arrived here yesterday, and yesterday he went to 4 clubs and did his business with 5 different girls. He went to what's it called? It's on Soy 6. Red? Is it Red? Fire. No,
Fire.
Red.
Yeah, Fire. There is a Fire.
He went to that show Friday night, where I guess there's like a show that they do. It's only limited to like 10 ticket sales or whatever. And yeah, he told me his experience, and then I'm like, damn, bro, this is like your second night here, and you're already doing that much. So
that's another bit we got to cut out.
So when I showed Soy 6, like all of my.
Do you like tea?
Oh.
Do you know?
I like.
Do you know
this.
Balloon Chaser? You know when like we get guests come in, we just met them, and they say, "Oh, what can I talk about?" I say, "Talk about anything. If it's not good, we'll cut it out." Right?
Yeah, and we've never cut anything out.
We've never cut anything out until today.
And today we're going to be left with a 3-minute podcast after 2 hours of filming.
Like I said, I've been wanting to tell these stories. Like I said. In the States, no one ever wanted to interview me.
We'll like stick it in the members.
Can't imagine why, mate.
Oh man! So Like I said, everyone told me I should start doing my own YouTube just to show like
Sure.
the club.
Yeah, I mean, look,
the club aspect of
you're
it.
clearly a very, very outgoing, very confident on the microphone performer. You know, you should do that, definitely. Because there's a lot of guys, not wishing to knock any other YouTubers because everyone's got their own style and everything, but there's a lot of guys out here that haven't got that, you know, but they think they have, but they haven't. But anyway.
Talking about my channel.
Good segue. A good
What's
segue.
going on a Blue Chaser?
Oh man, this is fun. This is
Go on,
fun.
talk about your channel.
My channel.
Yeah, why not?
My channel's called Balloon Chaser.
Okay.
And I try and do things a little bit different so that we don't sort of overlap too much with the pub channel, which I film for Phil. And I try and get out and about a bit. So in the last month, I went out to Chiang Mai, did a few videos up there.
Beautiful.
But I actually had a really good video in Pattaya, which was I managed to get on a train that went all the way down to the beach at Sattahip for 9 baht. Made a little video, didn't think it was going to do very much, and put that out last week. It's already got 15,000 views, which for my channel is really nice.
Very good.
Update on that. I met a girl, a lady, part of a couple. No, we didn't exchange car keys.
Did she
Right.
go? Did she go
didn't-
like a train?
She didn't. she didn't get on her knees looking for a small change, right? But we started. I talked about that video
No.
because she was saying, "Oh, you know, I'll come here on the boat and all that." And I says, "Well, why don't you come on the train? It's only 9 baht."
9
Where's
baht.
the
And do you know
Train at?
something? She lives in Sattahip, and she didn't know about it.
It's amazing. Well, this service used to only have goods trains, freight trains.
So
and
where's
they
the
opened
train
up-
at out here?
There's 2 stations in Pattaya, one at Pattaya South, one at North Pattaya. You do have to get out there to them, but they're not that far away, and you know, like 2 or 3 miles.
It's not very modern, DJ.
It's quaint.
It's
is
quite.
the way that
do,
I describe
do you remember back in the gold rush days? I mean, I know you don't. You're not that old, but in the gold rush days, you say, "Hey, there's a railroad coming."
No, I want to experience. Like I want to go to Koh Samui. I want to go to Chiang. I went to
Samui,
what I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or Thursday? I went to Khoi Larn
Okay.
for my first time.
Yeah.
Koh Larn, yeah.
Yeah,
Koh Larn,
beautiful, beautiful. So I rented a golf cart, and not thinking of the driving situation, I was driving on the wrong side most of the time. Yeah, so I'm like, I almost head on with motorcyclists. I'm like, what the hell? Like the 2 girls I was with were screaming and like.
I think I know the
fear-
2 girls you were with.
Yeah, like I said, I've been spending a lot of time
Yeah.
with a certain somebody.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So as somebody that has come from California, you're really having a good time here.
yes, like I said, I know the club loves me as long as I have to work with my visas. I know that, which I hate. I hate doing all that stuff. So I'm actually going to go see someone that you've recommended before and talk to him to help me with my visa.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, as long as I'm able to stay here without getting in trouble, I'm going to stay here as long as I can.
There is no chance you stay here without
Which-
getting in trouble.
But
no
what
way.
sucks, you know why? Because before I planned all this, I did a big modification on my home. I took out like $200,000 to redo my house. Now I'm not even going to be able to enjoy it because I'm hopefully going to be here.
So,
Well,
so
I'm going to come and see you anyway because I'd like to get into some trouble myself, and I think that's definitely the place to be.
So-
Yeah.
All right.
so serious question: what are you going to do with your house? You're going to rent it out?
My
or-
mom, I'll have my mom move in, take care of it and
Okay.
everything. Whenever that time happens to where she leaves us, then I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it and I'm going to come stay here.
Okay. Cool, man.
Yeah, because like I
Nice.
said, I don't care where you are in the world. Like I said, everyone knows Vegas and how great it is, but just in this little area that I've been with, no other places in the world compared to the lifestyle
Sure,
out here.
sure.
Yeah.
You're wearing a T-shirt from.
Yeah.
You call it Ibiza, don't you?
I say Ibiza, but it's
Yeah.
supposed to be Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Ibiza. So
And it's a very
Very well
small
known-
island, very well
Yeah.
Spanish island.
so
Have you
I
been
DJ.
there
I'm gonna go in September. So
Oh,
I'm
you've
gonna
not been
DJ.
there?
I'm gonna DJ out there in September for the resident
next
party.
year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because I've been to Ibiza. Yeah, it was 1987. And it was just when a time when all the Balearic beats were sort of coming out and all that, and wasn't it? I'm boring, aren't I?
You didn't like it?
No, but I don't like anything. I don't like anything party.
Oh.
It's just like it was very lot of just too many drugs there. There's too much drugs.
For any of you listeners, if you love house music, you could find all my mixes on there. Go to SoundCloud, search Ibiza Stardust Radio, and then
good at
search
this,
DJ
isn't he?
Intensity.
Yeah.
DJ Intensity on SoundCloud, yeah?
DJ Intensity on SoundCloud. You'll see my logo. You'll see Ibiza Stardust Radio under it, and those are all my mixes for them.
Cool. That's great. Well, it's been, a real pleasure having you here.
I loved it. I was looking forward to this. This is like I said, my very first podcast. I want to see what goes on this.
No problem. And the
It's
full
your first podcast, and it's going to to be our last.
and the full podcast will be in the members, and the edited version.
That'll be a 1 minute
Yes.
short
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Listen to the unedited version if you want to hear some amazing stories.
Well, that's a very good segue, because I just wanted to tell people about membership of this channel on the YouTube. If you want some extra content, which includes all the archived Thai Girls Play Pool, all my Pattaya banter chat, plus I do a weekly vlog. I do one, sometimes two updates about my boring life here in Pattaya, moaning about the weather and and not getting laid. Then please join the members area from only £2 a month. That's on YouTube only. So go to Le Pub Pattaya on the homepage, press the join button, and from just £2 a month. And all the money that we raise on that goes to help the channel. So as you can see, we've got a lot of equipment here. We've got professional mixers, microphones, lights, and all that, plus software and everything. All that is paid for by the income we get from the members area. So if you would like to help us out with that, we don't have adverts. We never ever do sponsorship on this channel. So if you want to keep it I can promise you it will be advertising free. But if you appreciate that and you want to help out a little bit from just £2 a month, please become a member. And I think you'll have good fun. Right, I think that's about it.
This
Balloon
was fun,
Chaser,
very fun.
Just a quick one. You've got a video out at the moment about transfers. I'm not talking about Premier League either.
Oh no, I've got a video out at the moment about I met a guy on the BART bus who'd had one of those temporary tattoos while he was on the beach and thought it was harmless enough, just a little bit of fun, a henna tattoo. But unfortunately, he had some kind of allergic reaction and ended up going to hospital. And the 200 baht tattoo ended up costing him today over 12,000 baht. So a bit of a precautionary tale.
Oh my God.
Interesting. So that's on your
Balloon
YouTube
Chaser
channel, which is
channel, yeah.
Balloon Chaser. Fantastic. And you've already promoted your SoundCloud. It just remains for me to be say thanks very much for listening. We'll have another podcast very soon. We've got some interesting topics we're going to talk about, and we'll have another special guest as well. But for now, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from Balloon Chaser.
And goodbye from DJ Intensity.
Take care, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.